All right, how's everybody going? Or how's everybody doing? Not going, whatever. How's everybody doing? My name is Mark Harmon, and this is episode 10. 1-0. Episode 10. We're in the double digits now, baby. Thanks for showing up. If you don't know what this is the Comic On Demand show. My name is Mark Harmon, like I said, and so what this is I take suggestions from the chat and I draw a 4-panel comic, and it looks something like this, but as you can see, it is blank. That's because I'm going to take suggestions from you in the chat as to what I'm going to draw for about the next hour. So how this works is little ground rules first. I don't take any suggestions of things that like already exist, like other intellectual properties like Superman or SpongeBob or whatever. And I don't take suggestions of like brand names or anything like that, because I don't know what like the copyright rules are and stuff. So I don't want to get tagged or flagged or shut down or whatever. So and I have done this for the past couple episodes, and I think I might put a to that. Is maybe I'll cut celebrities out too, because I think I've drawn a couple celebrities now, and again, I don't know like what the rules are for doing that kind of stuff. So also no celebrities, and so I want to keep this thing PG. So nothing crazy, no suggestions of anything crazy or overly graphic or violent or sexual or anything like that. Okay. So here's how this is going to work. It may be a little weird this episode because usually my wife is like behind the computer and she tells me when my little screen pops up and I hit and I put go in the chat. But she's not here tonight, so I'm just going to sort of count and hope it works, because there's about a 20 to 30 second delay. By the time, like when I say something, you don't hear it for another 20 or 30 seconds. So when I do the suggestion thing, I click on the little animation thing, and then I just sit and pick my nose and then wait for my wife to give me the signal. But since she's not here to give me a signal, we're just gonna wing it, and hopefully you see the screen pop up and you see go in the chat at the same time, and hopefully that works out. So I'm gonna put go in the chat, and then that means I will then take the first 2 suggestions that come after that, and I will combine them together to make this 4-panel comic. So let's do this, and then as you can see, for those that have been watching a while, I have a new suggestion animation thing too. It's more of a broad general animation, so I can use it for all sorts of stuff. But so let's give this a shot and see if it works. Hopefully you see this and see the go about the same time. Let's see if it works. All right, we got our first 2 suggestions of Baby Gate and Leopard. Okay, Baby Gate and Leopard. So let's see. Before I forget, because I usually always do, let me change this thingy so you can see the suggestions here. All right, Baby Gate and Leopard. Okay, Baby Gate and Leopard. So is this like a literal baby gate, or are we talking like some sort of political scandal? So we got Baby Gate. A baby gate and a leopard. All right. So I got a little vague idea going. Okay, let's go for it then. Let me move my microphone down so I can. Hopefully, I can talk a little louder, because a lot of the times when I do these, I'll then like edit the video afterwards to create like a highlight video. And a lot of the times my voice is very soft and quiet. And every time I edit the video, I have to like crank it up to like 400% volume so you can even hear anything. So I figured maybe I'll move the microphone down and then I can talk a little louder. Okay, baby gate and leopard. You know what? I'm going to go to Google real quick. You're going to see the screen blur. Don't be shocked. It's not your eyes. For those that don't know, I blur the screen just because I don't know what kind of copyright stuff, what I can and can't show on a live stream. So I'm going to do a baby leopard. Aw, they're so cute. Let's do that. Okay, I got a picture of a baby leopard here. Let me just do an adult leopard too, just for kicks here. Ooh, that one looks grumpy. Okay. All right, so I have my reference over here. Button. Okay, let's do. Make sure I'm on camera here, because sometimes I'm not. So I don't know if I asked this already, but does anybody have any crazy plans for Christmas next week? Anybody like flying somewhere crazy or doing something crazy? So, the suggestion of baby gate, did you just say that because you just have like a baby gate just right there? Like, did you just look to your left or something and see a baby gate? Luella said Uncle Mark. Luella said Uncle Mark. Okay, so it says Luella said Uncle Marker is making a bear, and I really I really hope she said marker instead of Mark, because dude, that'd be amazing if she actually said marker. She can call me Uncle Marker, but she's the only one. She's the only one that can call me Uncle Marker. So any other family listening, Luella has dibs on calling me Uncle Marker. We are in Kansas City right now. Just got back from buying a goat at the Giving Machine. Oh, at the Giving Machine at Union Station here. My favorite. Yeah. That sentence definitely was on a weird track. But then you clarified it with the Giving Machine, and then it all made sense. I thought you were just out in Oklahoma. I thought you were just out in Kansas City buying goats. I'm like, all right. I mean, to each their own, I guess. I'm not saying you can't buy goats, but it is a little weird. Go buy a Christmas goat, I guess. So you 100% said marker and not mark. I'll do that. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Uncle Marker, dude. That's awesome. All right, now I get that, like you said, leopard and not cheetah, and this kind of looks like maybe a cheetah or something, but leopards still run too, Gotta diversify the dense populace of sheep in the Bridger Valley. KCMO goats is the way to go. I hope I bought a fainting goat for the people. That would be epic. Yeah, dude, that would be. Is that like a certain type of? Do all goats do that, or is that like a certain type of goat? I don't really know my goats. You know what I'm saying? Do all goats faint? Or are there a certain type of fainting goats? I don't know. Educate me in the chat. Just scratch my arm real quick. Enjoy that. That's good TV. Oh, just a certain type of goat. Goat cheese is good too. Amber, sorry I'm late. At least I'm here. Well, dude, considering the circumstances, I wouldn't be like. I'm surprised you're here too. kind of figured you two had some more important things on your mind right now than to come watch me make silly drawings and fart jokes. Alright, do I have this leopard saying something here? Something about the mighty predator. Closes in on his prey. Something like that. We owned a goat for a while when we lived in the valley. It would jump all over the cars and the side of the house. Would it like put, because goats have hooves, right? Don't goats have like hard hooves? Would it like put dents in your car? Oh, Wayne's laying on the couch resting, so we are doing good. All right, well, keep resting. I'll try not to be too funny, so then he can rest and not laugh. At least doesn't have like broken ribs, but you know. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna go to Google again real quick, because I just thought of a specific, oops, let me do this. Because I just thought of like a specific pose that I want. Leopard running side view. Yeah, that's the one. Although that's like a cheetah. But I'm just going to assume that leopard... Oh, here we go. Yeah. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, so I'm going to put... let's double click on this thing. What are you doing? Alright, now you flip this around. There we go. Okay, we got ourselves some reference there. Boop. Ding. Alright, cool. This is, well, it's not totally random because we're kind of talking about goats, but man, I saw this nature video once of like these mountain goats, and they're all like climbing around all these mountains and stuff, and they're like doing all these crazy jumps and stunts, and I'm like, how is a goat even like, how does a goat not even slip off? But there's this like smaller goat, and it was getting chased by like an eagle, and the eagle like totally swooped down and grabbed the goat and then like took off with it. So like this eagle's got a straight up goat like in its talons, and then lifts it off the ground and then flies and then just like drops it, and this goat's like and just like splats on the rocks, dude. It was awesome. I mean, it sucks for the goat, you know what I'm saying? But nature is crazy, and that was awesome to watch. I mean, sad, but awesome, you know? I wish I knew a nature program. I bet if you just did like a YouTube search of eagle grabs goat or something like that, I bet you could find it. My dad says we had a goat when I was in high school. I tried to pay someone to take it away. No takers. I mean, who wants to pay for a goat? Aren't goats one of those? Aren't goats like cats? Aren't they just like one of those free animals that people just give away for free? They put goats in like a cardboard box at a grocery store. Is that a thing? So also, I mean, I'm trying to. My friend had a hawk drop a rattlesnake on her head. What? That's crazy. It's like, what do you even do in that situation? I imagine it when it happened, she probably just like blamed the people she was with that they were like pranking her by throwing a snake on her head. I don't know. We have a neighbor down the road, and they have fainting goats, and they also scream like girls. Hey, she said it, not me. I didn't say that goats sound like screaming girls. I'm just reading the chat. Okay, I'm just reading the chat. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Sweet, we're still on camera here. I'm trying to stay on top of the chat here, but usually, again, my wife, she's usually the one that like gives me a little signal when a new chat pops in, because it is hard to actually draw and look over at this chat and kind of pay attention to it at the same time. So I am trying to pay attention to the chat here and draw at the same time. It is tricky. Our grandkids have goats, and they eat all my foliage, tree branches, etc. when I cut down my flowers, trees, and plants in the fall. They also rent their goat to other people to help them clean up their fields. I've heard of that. I've heard of people renting out goats. You know what? I don't like that. I don't like that face. Like, I have a reference for a leopard's face, and I think I just went too close to the reference. I wanted to get a little more sort of cartoony with it. not to like totally change the subject or anything, because it's related, but there's this one time I was at my parents' house, or I should say my parents' cabin, because it was a cabin, not a house. I was at my parents' cabin up in the woods, and it was summer, so like we had the windows open to cool it down because it was a little warm. And dude, it was at like 1 or 2 in the morning or something, and no joke, I heard a woman screaming in the woods, and it freaked me out. And for like 30 seconds, dude, I believed in Sasquatch, because I was like, I don't know what that was, but I'm pretty sure that was Sasquatch. But anyway, it turned out it was a fox. So, you remember that song, What Does the Fox Say? Well, that's what they say. They scream like women. So, if you've never heard a fox screaming in the woods, that's an experience. Anyway, the goats screaming like girls. That's it reminded me of, because foxes also goats may scream like girls, but foxes scream like grown women. Okay. Not every day you draw a leopard in a dress, you know what I'm saying? Do you think it would be like a... Do you think it'd be like a fashion faux pas if a leopard wore like leopard print clothing? Just thinking out loud here, since I'm drawing a leopard in a dress. And I was like, wait a second. What if the dress was like a leopard print? Would that be weird? In this world of animals wearing clothes. I mean, I imagine it would be, right? Because that would be like the equivalent of us now wearing a dress that like looked like human skin. I think that'd be weird, you know? that would leopard print would work if there was fur on the fringe. That would be like Dwight doing CPR and wearing the human face mask. Dude. That part was so funny. All right, let's see if I can see if I can remember what a baby gate looks like just off the top of my head here. As you can see, I decided to not go the political route and try to make it like some kind of scandal. Babygate. I instead went the literal route. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, look at the time. We are at about 30 minutes. So that means, and I think everybody in the chat does know this, but for those who don't know this, who may watch this later, this is this part where I do a mid suggestion. So I'm gonna go in the chat again, and the first suggestion that I get, I'll then put it in the background somewhere. So we're gonna go back to that screen again. I'm gonna count, and hopefully the count is about at this. Anyway, whatever. I'm not explaining this to you. Okay, so let's get that mid suggestion right now. All right, we have our mid suggestion of clam chowder. Is that the red or the white? Anybody catch that movie reference? Where the password was New England clam chowder. And he's like, oh, I can never remember that. Is that the red or the white? Okay, clam chowder. How do I draw clam chowder? In a bowl, obviously, right? But like, I'm gonna make this look like it's going up a hint at some stairs here. White. Yeah, I've never had red clam chowder. I've had white clam chowder. Oh, it's all right. I'm not like a super big seafood guy. Like, I can stand it here and there, depending. Like, some things are a little too fishy and I just can't do it, but okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's have them. Oh, Gotta make sure. All right, there we are. Now we're on camera. Yeah. Okay, let's draw a bowl right here. And let's have them knocking over the bowl. And let's make these look like those cartoon clams. I was gonna draw like realistic looking clams, but I decided I'm just gonna draw like super cartoon clams. Like Ariel's bra clams here. So, this week's episode of Comic on Demand brought to you by Fainting Goats and Ariel's Clam Bra. Look, I'm no expert on like under the sea clothing, but I kind of just think that seems a little uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not to get too into it, because that's weird. But I'm just saying, wearing clams like that, I can't see it working as like a comfortable thing of clothing. When I was a teenager and went to Fisherman's Wharf, I went to McDonald's instead of eating any of the seafood there. That's how much I like seafood. My dad says I would have made the same choice. Is my dad saying that he would wear a clam bra? Is that what you're saying, Dad? Okay. All right. We are going to start inking this bad boy now. Yeah. Okay, so using a Micron 5 for the smaller things. Okay, sorry. So I was just reading the chat and dude, if the clam was alive, it would provide that squishy, comfy, warm feeling. Carson, I see. That's why I said I'm not getting into it because if you started thinking about it, that's the kind of stuff you start thinking about. And I'm trying to keep this a family show. Dang it. Although I guess technically I just said I'm not going to draw stuff like that. I didn't say you can't say stuff like that in the chat. So, yeah, come on, man. Trying to keep this PG. What are you doing? Your daughter's watching. What are you doing? Plus, it's like, dude, it's like 8:43 there. Why is she even still awake? I just realized, is my hand just like in the way all the time? Can you can you guys even see when I'm drawing anything? Because I just looked up for a second and noticed that my hand was in the way. So it's like, wait, is it like that the whole time? Okay, so for this bigger stuff, whoops, oh, there it is. I use this Pentel brush pen. Whoops, let me move my microphone for a second. I gotta flip this paper upside down. So I gotta tell you guys this weird story that just happened to me like yesterday. And because of this weird story, I was kind of half expecting there to be some sort of like dude trolling in my chat tonight. So let me explain. So I just recently joined this this page on Facebook that was called like Ninja Turtles Fan Club or something like that. And so like 90% of all the stuff that was posted on that fan club was like people using AI to create Ninja Turtle images. And so all I did was just like point that out. And I didn't even like, you know, if anybody, for those that follow me on Facebook, you probably know where I stand on AI stuff. But like, I wasn't even making a judgment call. I was just like, wow, this page, people sure do post a lot of AI stuff on this page. And then I also said it's funny because some of them post it and then they post like, or when they post the AI stuff, they'll put like a little watermark on it that says like something studios or whatever, as if they drew it or something. And so I just kind of pointed that out and just said it was funny. So I was like, oh, there's a lot of AI images on this website, and some of you post watermarks like you made it or something. And I'm just like, that's kind of silly. Well, then I had this dude who, like, he replied to my post with, he then went to my profile, dug through it, and then posted, like, one of my profile pictures. And just made some sort of like personal attack, like, well, of course, somebody that looks like this would hate AI or something. Like, it made no sense. Like, he was just like, because I look like this, that has something to do with me and AI or something. Like, it was just total ad hominem attack that made no sense whatsoever. And so me and this dude, we kind of like went back and forth on this page, and I called him out too, and I was just like, whoa, dude, somebody's taking this a little personal, you know. And then like somebody else hopped into that thread and sort of like, you know, was like defending me, and then this dude went through their profile and like pulled out a picture of them and did the same thing to them that they just did to me. There was something like, oh, well, the profile picture that looks like this, of course, blah, 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 whatever. Like, this dude was just like, it was making no sense. And it was really weird that, like, this dude was digging through everybody's profiles and, like, picking some picture and then just, like, attacking them based on how they looked or whatever. It was really weird. It was like, that's like psychopath behavior. And so anyway, the cover image on my Facebook page is basically an advertisement for Comic on Demand. So I had the thought, I was like, uh-oh, this dude totally like was being a weirdo. And if he's the type of person that would dig through somebody's profile picture and be all weird, I'm pretty sure he saw this little thing about streaming every Tuesday at 7. And I was like, I wonder if he's going to show up and start like trolling my show or something. But I guess not. I don't see anybody trolling except Carson talking about oyster bras. I mean, that's a little weird, let's be honest. You know what's even weirder, though, too, is that's not the first time somebody's done that to me. Or that I've seen that done to somebody. Like, there was some other post where, like, I said something, and so it was a post about, has anybody seen those videos of, like, those climate change protester people? But specifically the one where, like, this dude like cemented his hand into the road. I think it was over in Europe or something. And some dude like cemented his hand into the road to stop oil. Like, I don't know how that makes sense, but you know, I guess cementing your own hand into the road will help stop oil for whatever. So it was like a picture of this dude, and he was like holding up his hand, and it was like all covered and stuff. And I think I just made some sort of comment that was like fairly benign. It was basically just, you know, like play stupid games, win stupid prizes or something like that. Like, I mean, I guess I was roasting the guy, but then anyway, some dude like replied to my comment, but this dude had like went online and found my agent's website, and then sort of like posted a screenshot from my agent's website. And my agent's name is Gwen. And this dude's like, "Oh, does Gwen know what Marky's out here doing?" And I'm like, yeah, he straight up called me Marky. So he posts this screenshot of my artwork on my agent's website. And I was like, "Does Gwen know what Marky's out here doing?" And I was like, so I replied back to him. I was like, "What am I exactly doing? Like, what are you talking about?" But he never replied back. But then so I was like, that's really weird. So I started just kind of digging through the comments of that same post, as one does when they're kind of, sitting on the toilet. And I think the toilet's the best time to read Facebook comments. Anyway, yeah, so this dude had done the same thing to other people. Except like with other people that I saw, he like found them on LinkedIn or something and then posted some screenshot of their account on LinkedIn. And then said sort of like the same thing, like, "Oh, does whatever, do your contacts know that you're out here saying this or whatever?" So it just made me curious, like, I wonder why that guy did that. Like, was he the guy in the picture, I wonder? I don't know. But it's just weird. People are weird. ZC Art Stuff says hi. Well, welcome to the stream, ZC Art Stuff. I mean, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but are you somebody that I know? Or am I a stranger to you and you just found this stream? I'm curious to know. Because seriously, so far, this stream is mostly, if not all, just like family and friends. Since I'm, I don't know, if you see my subscribers, I have like 43. So I'm not exactly like blowing up on the internet, you know what I mean? So I'm just curious where everybody's coming from when you're a new face. Then I'm curious. Because most of my viewers are regulars. This brush pen is really nice for making these spots. I've just decided that it does them really quick. I may or may not have sent your channel on a Reddit post. All right. I should probably do that myself. I should probably like advertise myself. That'd probably be a good thing, especially if I want more viewers. Draw little toe beans right here. Oh, whoops, I forgot the mom. Forgot the mom's spots. I guess at the moment these just look like cheetahs. Huh. It's not like a huge, at least in black and white, there's not much of a difference between cheetahs and leopards. Okay. Well, you know what, everybody? I think we're done. So, this is it. Here is your 4-panel comic of... hold on. I'm waiting for the t-shirts idea to materialize. Yeah. Well, yeah, that makes 2 of us. I keep forgetting, or then whatever. I'm sorry. I need to just whip up some stuff and do like the whole, like the fruit animals or something. The fruit animal t-shirts, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I need to get on the ball with that stuff. And the ridiculous thing is, I haven't had a whole lot to do recently. So my job freelance just kind of goes like up and down. Like I'll be like crazy swamped and doing like 20 jobs at the same time, and then it'll just go and I'm doing like nothing and just picking my nose all day. And then that's when I work on my own stuff, like the Incredible Flying Jelly Bean book and stuff that I've been doing on Facebook. But anyway, so I haven't had much to do. So I have like no excuse to not do the t-shirt thing. But then just recently, I'm now getting like a bunch of work all at once. So I'm getting swamped all of a sudden. So I did have nothing and I had no excuse, but now I do have an excuse, but I guess I still have no excuse. Anyway, that was a long way of saying I'm sorry. I'll get that out sometime. Same with like the original drawings. I still need to put them like on my website or something. But anyway, enough of my groveling and apologizing. Here is your 4-panel comic of Leopard and Baby Gate. So we have a leopard and then we have a baby gate. See, so he's running and he's like the mighty predator closes in on his prey. I'm almost there. And then boom, mom shuts the baby gate in its face. Ha ha ha. There it is. Wrong button. All right. You guys, you wanted to see the intro again anyway, right? But anyway, that is it. That is Comic on Demand. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. Episode 10. This has been cool. This has been fun. It's always hilarious to laugh and giggle in front of you guys and draw funny things, and I super enjoy it. And I really appreciate y'all coming. So make sure to like and subscribe and share and tell your friends and post it on Reddit and whatever, and post it wherever you want to post it. I'm down. Let's do it. But anyway, thanks for showing up, everybody. Love you. Appreciate it.